guys, it's Sophia the Shadow Hunter, and today I'll do my book review on KL Auschwitz, seen by the SS. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I had bought this book right before I moved here to Dallas almost 2 years ago, and I really enjoyed this book. However, as a historical person who likes reading historical books and loves history and knows so much about and read a lot of books about Auschwitz and World War II and the Holocaust, something that I found disturbing was there was no mention of the Angel of Death. However, this book did not talk about him, but it had diary entries from Rudolf Hess, Perry Board, and Johann Paul Kramer. And a lot of this, so this is from the Auschwitz-Birkenau State Museum of Auschiwtzs in 1994. So Auschiwtzs is the town where they had Auschwitz, and so this had diary entries. There's pictures of Auschwitz, and there's letters, manuscripts that from Rudolf Hess's book that he wrote when he was in Spandau prison. Here's pictures of Joseph Keller, Perry, and Broad, which I heard a little bit about him before reading this book, but not a lot. So this is very interesting, and it was very detailed. Some of the parts, here's some more pictures. Some of the parts, most of it was diary entry, and so that was really interesting to see their writings about what was going on. There were certain days when every day they wrote something down, and sometimes it was several days later. But if you guys have read this book, I'd love to know your comments down below, or anything like this that you guys think I should read. I'd love to read any more books about this. I've read so much about Auschwitz and the concentration camps, but I want to know more about Buchenwald. So it was very interesting to see the different levels of hatred and denial that all these men had, and how Rudolf Hess actually talked about, he realized that, he was growing distant from his family. His family lived in Auschwitz when all this was going on. And I just couldn't imagine living around that and being around it and being mentally sane. It also talked about the people being drunk when they were doing the mass murders and stuff, which I've read about that in other books, because when they were first doing this, the men could not handle it. And so they were drunk most of the time because they couldn't handle it any other way. And so that's why they had to come more systematic killings like the gas chambers and those things, because they needed to get rid of them quicker in a way that would not phase their people, so they came out with gas chambers or the killing vans or working to death through exhaustion, and which was terrible doing. But something that I also found really interesting was they really didn't they didn't start using the gas chambers till like 1943, 44, and 45. Before that, it was all through the other way, and it helped them accomplish what they wanted to get done. Hitler wanted stuff in writing, as well did Eichmann. They wanted, we need to figure out how we're going to do something like this down in writing, so they had to come up with a better way. And this is just so terribly and devastating. And then of course, at the end, like with Perry and everything, they were having like normal lives. They're talking about going to walk and eating and going to shows and listening to music. And I'm like, you are doing this when all of this is going around. So I hope you guys like this video. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Bye.